People call this Tokyo's most romantic cherry blossom walk, the one spot everyone's supposed to see at least once. This is the Chidorigafuchi Greenway, and the photos look unreal. But I don't trust photos, so I came here to walk it myself. No filters, no edits, just the real thing. Let's see if this cherry blossom path actually lives up to the legend, or if cherry love is just a myth. Right, it is about 7:53 a.m. Just wrapped up some fish market exploring, and now we are going to our next destination, which is maybe the top cherry blossom spot in all of Tokyo. So this is the, let me make sure, well, I'm not gonna say it right, but Chidorigafuchi Greenway. So this is probably ranked in maybe one of the top, maybe 5. This is definitely one of the most popular cherry blossom spots. So we're gonna get there early in the morning, see if it's worth the hype, see if it's worth your time if you're looking for the cherry blossoms, and then also see how it ranks amongst all the places in the city. So we have about 2 subway stops to go. So let's, I'm gonna bring you along for the ride. Let's go. All right, so we had just arrived off the subway station, and we have the Chidorigafuchi moat. We're right here. We just got off the metro. We're gonna walk up, and apparently along here is gonna be the best cherry blossom spots. Wow. Right off the metro, all these are cherry blossom trees, even right here. All these right out of the station, so you don't need to go far to find them. Yeah, these are still probably another week or so out of bloom, but you can start seeing actually just a few flowers popping up. But yeah, we're right in the heat of it now. Kind of a, you know, we'll be judging this on everything except whether the cherry blossoms are actually in bloom or not. So when you see signs like this, you know you're in a popular spot. He's taking for. Please refrain from taking pictures for a long time. No tripods or other similar items. No drones. Please don't touch the cherry trees. Do not lean on fence. Please refrain from taking pictures for a long time. Man, this is just a welcome warning about going to these cherry blossom spots not in the morning. I've been doing all mornings basically, and it's been a wise decision. All right, here we are on, I think this is called the Greenway, and as you can see why this place would be super popular. I'm seeing a lot of lights. See how they're lighting up these cherry trees for at night, and just dozens of them all along this Greenway. It's beautiful. I could tell at night this is gonna be gorgeous. They've put a lot of time and effort into lighting these. I'm seeing lights in the trees, around the trees. It's beautiful. Got some really big cherry trees. They get really close to you. Wow. All right, let's check out this walkway together. And you see just dozens of cherry trees. Dozens of them like this with their supports to hold up these long branches. Wow. And you can see the beautiful river here. It's like it's a moat. And on the other side, there's cherry trees along the hill. It's just absolutely beautiful. Wow. Look at all these spots. Just a few early bloomers. I don't know if this is technically a cherry blossom, but this is beautiful flowers. See, some cherry blossoms are more white. Like this tree here. Different types of cherry blossoms too. I'm seeing a good mixture of locals. Looks like they're just taking this route to work, walking to work, and then also a lot of tourists, but definitely nothing compared to what those signs warrant. I still see those signs every 100 feet or so about like don't take pictures too long, no tripods. It makes me feel like this place gets a little cray-cray late at night. Here we have a rare one in bloom. Wow, just absolutely beautiful. You can see across the river they're almost in bloom as well, but again, it's just so beautiful to see them. Wow. On both sides of the river. Love it. Looks like you can buy a boat ride ticket. Yeah, this is be a cool thing to do at night. This is the Chidorigafuchi boat pier. Here's a picture of what it looks like to go boat riding. Wow. Yeah, if these trees were 100% in bloom, I would definitely do a boat ride. Definitely. I could tell why they sell out. They said digital tickets only, or there was a digital pre-purchase line and then also a cash only line. So keep that in mind. Yeah, been walking for about 20, maybe 25 minutes. So this greenway just keeps going and going and going. It's just absolutely beautiful. And hundreds of trees along the path. Wow, let's see if it keeps going. So looks like the water has ended, the moat area has ended, but there's still this beautiful walking path with dozens and dozens of cherry trees. So this would be a great place because there's so many places to take photos, whereas like Shinjuku-Goen National Garden and some of those like really like Uno Park definitely you don't get to be so close to the cherry blossom trees. Look, there's tree after tree after tree, and you can get as close as you want, you know, and if it's too crowded, you go to the next tree. Uno, you can't do that. Shinjuku-Goen National Garden, you can, but it's just so crowded and there's just not that many trees. So this is very spread out. Looks like there's one more grand finale cherry blossom tree coming up. Do our final ratings up there. So I'm gonna start thinking about what I'm gonna give this. All right, we just spent about 30 minutes walking through this beautiful, beautiful greenway. And man, all right, well, let's break it down. Is this the best cherry blossom spot in all of Tokyo? Well, probably not, in my opinion. So let's talk about number of cherry blossom trees. You know, there are, I would say, definitely in the hundreds in terms of number of cherry blossom trees. I like that you do get a diversity in background in terms of the water. Now let's talk about some of the obvious negatives. This is in the middle of a major city, like they all are, but it's very small. Like it's just like one walkway or one greenway, and then there's the moat with water. But see this major highway? We had the major highway and just a regular busy road pretty much the whole time. So you're definitely getting a lot of city noise. Also, you could tell like, it doesn't seem like any of the trees were really meant to be here. It looks like they 100% just planted them along the edges of this waterway to create this greenway space. Not that I think that's bad, but when there's so many cherry blossom spots all around Tokyo, you got to be nitpicky. So I also didn't like how you can't go all around the cherry blossom tree. You can only, you have to stay on the path. So you can only get up to about 50% of the cherry blossom tree. So there were some good photo spots in terms of getting the water, and especially if you can get some rowboats and going at the same time. You can get cherry blossom trees right next to you, the water, boats in the water, and then the cherry blossom trees on the other side. So a lot of really, really cool photo opportunities. Accessibility, it was like literally right off the metro station, maybe like maybe 100 yards, maybe 50 yards. So it was very, very easy to get to quick. To me, I need just a little bit, I'm not saying I want complete silence, but I think this was just a little bit too close to some major roads to be for my liking. And a lot of it was a one-way path too. So if you're trying to go the opposite way and people wanting to stop and take photos, again, because it's a pathway, you're gonna have some congestion issues with the crowds that, you know, even at Shinjuku National Garden, you don't really get. Now there's another side of that, because at the garden there's less congestion because you can go all around the trees. You can walk all around them. But the negative of that is there's usually gonna be people in your background photobombing you. Whereas here, because it's a pathway, none of your photos are gonna get bombed because you kind of have to stay on the pathway. So there's both sides of it, but I'd rather be able to walk all around the tree, just me personally. But look at these. I wonder if they purposely put the ones that bloom earlier up front. I feel like every big park I've been to, the one right at the entrance is blooming before all the others. It's interesting. It's like that at Uno too. There were a few souvenir shops, but no like food. It wasn't like Uno Park where they had like food vendors and things like that. So is this the best cherry blossom spot in all of Tokyo? Let me know what you think in the comments. For me, it's not, but hey, we still got some more spots to check out, so I'm not gonna give away the title yet. All right, well, let's wave goodbye to the cherries. Goodbye, Sakura. Goodbye, cherry blossoms. Goodbye, Chidorigafuchi. So was it worth it? Honestly, not completely. It's beautiful, yeah, but the constant traffic noise kills the mood a bit. Definitely not the worst cherry blossom walk, but not the one I'd come back to. If you want my full Tokyo cherry blossom Google Map links, sign up for my free travel email. The link's below. And if you like seeing the real side of Japan, hit subscribe. As always, travel far.